Hello, welcome to my studio. This is Kyle Wood at Kyle Wood Creations, and I'm going to do a unboxing of some of the prints that are available on my website. I ordered some so I could sell them at the market coming up this weekend. And I have two different kinds. I sell prints on canvas, and I also sell prints on aluminum. It's a metal panel, and I already unboxed the aluminum one. It comes in a nice thick cardboard box. It's well padded and protected. I'm going to show you that one first. The color looks pretty good on it too. So as you can see, it's pretty thick. Let's see the edge on there. And on the back of it, for mounting, it has these two brackets. And this lower bracket is the one that you take the tape off. You put that onto the wall. It gives you two bolts to put into the wall. Or you can just use your own, however you feel comfortable. Then the other bracket actually just slips over that. So it just slides right into that bracket that's on the wall. And it's kind of a satin finish, but it's very sturdy. It's not bendable. And yeah, the back has got two little pads. You can see those down there. Just kind of keep it raised off of the wall. And we will put that right over here. And I'm going to go for the smaller ones first, just to show you how they are packaged. So it's a nice, well-packaged box, taped all the way around the edges, and they do protect the corners rather well. Obviously, be careful on boxing these so you don't cut the actual print. But they do keep it away from the edges. So for the smaller ones, they're kind of keeping it loose in there, but it also is just wrapped in bubble wrap. So even if as it bounces around in there, it's going to keep it really protected well. So I'm going to go ahead and, just to protect it, I'm going to cut in the empty area very carefully, just enough so I can get my finger in there. Just be careful not to go too far to get the actual canvas. We are around here, and as you can see, it's color looks really close to the actual originals. I worked hard to get the contrast and color pretty close to what the actual originals were painted at. I'm also impressed on the colors, purples and browns. This doesn't have any browns in it, but the pinks turned out really good, and also the blues are pretty vibrant. It's a little bit of a in between a satin and a gloss finish on these, and it has a simple little bracket on the back with little notches to just put a nail or a screw in the wall straight in, and then it should just latch right onto that. That is the cat, or I think I call that one Catfish Bird Friend on my website. Now we're going to open the next one. I forget which ones these are, but we will find out as we open them. Kind of like a little present. Just going around the edges. really nice. Oh, because I ordered several. These are two together. So they're just put back to back, which is how I would send them if I had two canvas prints or even originals. So I would put them back to back. And we will have to be very careful opening this. I'm going to go by where the tape is, if I can grab onto that. I found a little corner to rip into. And it rips fairly well, so not too concerned about that. And we'll do this one first. So as you can see, it canvas on nice board frame. Got the little bracket on the back. It's nice and solid and well printed. So what I'm probably going to do with these, since I'm going to sell them at the market, it depends. Like with some of them, I may end up putting more paint on them and just kind of giving them a little richer look and selling them as enhanced prints. I've done some in the past where I add a little element here and there that's not in the original, and that just makes it a little extra special, as long as it does not take away from what the painting is really about. So and then here's the next one, and color looks really good. It was hard getting the orange and turquoise to really look like the original, but I thought it's pretty close to. It's actually pretty close to what that is, and quite vibrant as well. So I'll put these over here. I'm going to run out of space pretty quickly. Try to be careful where I lay them. And I'm not sure if I was actually looking at you in the beginning of this video, but I'm just rolling with this. Because once you unbox them, they're unboxed. So I can't go backwards on this. Well, I apologize if I did not look at the camera. I have my screen over to the side. I'm just rambling as I'm opening these up. I personally like the canvas prints. They just look like the closest thing you can get to an original. Now on the larger prints, you'll notice if they are consistent, I believe they will be, that they box these up a bit different. Oh, these are still, and there's a lot of cardboard involved here. To get through this. Yeah, they've just got a lot of bubble wrap on them. And this is two of the same painting, because I ordered two of them, and they just packaged them in the same packaging. So let me see. I don't want to cut because it's all everywhere I look, I'm facing the print. But I might be able to use this. I'm going to use the scissors and just go right between them at the very top, just to get a finger hole through here. And that's working pretty good. Some tough bubble wrap. We're getting there. And you'll notice on some of these prints, it just works better to have a solid color on the outside edges. Depends on the print itself. But on this particular one, I have the image go all the way around all the way and continue off the edges. We're going to, I believe on these two that are exactly the same, I'm going to paint some little elements into it to make them unique. Oh yeah, the color looks amazing on these. So as you can see, they're pretty large, nice size prints, and fairly decent thickness on the edge there. And the canvas just prints all the way around the edges there. This one actually, I have it on mirror, so it just mirrors it around the edges. And my signature is kind of snuck into the painting. So that is that one, and as they all have the little bracket at the top, you can see that simple bracket, and obviously feel free to mount it any other way that you feel like you want to, but that is how I have designed it, or how they have put it together anyway. So we are going to just lay these back over here and run out of space really quickly. Excuse me while I go out of frame here. And we still have 2 more boxes to go, because it is a big show and I've been running out of prints, since I seem to sell them every time I go to my art booth. So that is good news for everybody. Being very careful doing that straight across like that. But I don't know what this is, what's facing what here. Oh, this is one of my favorite internal dialogue. I have not been saying the names of all these as I pull them out, but you can always look on my website. I should have the names of them on there. Easy to identify, they're all quite different. Because these 2 are back to back again, so I'm going to have to really be careful. Or you can just use the old finger power and just persevere past the edges here. I just hate destroying all this nice bubble wrap. In some cases I can use this stuff again for smaller things. So it's nice to be able to save it if I can, where I can. We're going to rip and tear through it, trying our hardest not to damage anything, so that's good. Here we are, and again, I'm pretty happy with the color on this one. And on this one I have it mirrored, so it mirrors around the edges here and here. And I think it turned out pretty good. They do a really good job of putting these together. I have yet to have any of that weren't like super taut. Like, that's really nicely done. And I mean, I still have them done. I still have them available on ArtPal, but Gelato, who is printing these, I just am very impressed with their corners. They just do a really nice tight job of the corners, and also I mean, they're both good prints. What I like about ArtPal though is that I have some odd sizes, odd dimension art pieces, and they're the only ways I can get those printed is through ArtPal. And the nice thing with ArtPal, I guess, too, is they do various framing options. So if you're into, I want glass and frame and matting on this, just go to my website and get it done through the ArtPal connection, which I'm going to put lower on my website, and then up at the top where the basic stuff is it's going to say prints, and those top print options will be through Gelato because they go directly through my website. If you go to the bottom and buy through ArtPal, you have to hop off my website, go to ArtPal, and select what you want there, get all the options right, and then purchase it through them, which is fine, but I prefer, and you might prefer, just ordering everything on my site. For most of my work, though, like this one and obviously the other ones I've shown, they're all, out of Gelato, which goes directly through my site. But if you find an original, you're like, I really want that one, but it's not available, go down to ArtPal, and it most likely will be down there, or you can email me or contact me and say, hey, could I get a print of this? And then I'll say, oh yeah, I never made that print available. It was hard to keep up with all this stuff. There's a lot going on in my studio. So we will just little notifications popping up. We will move on to the last box, and that's what we're going to do here. Try to move everything out of the way, and all right, here we go. This one's about the same size. I think this is Gambler's Dream. I could be wrong on that, but it might be a different one. Trying to talk and do this at the same time. We'll see how. Trying to not a multitasker. Oh, I did order another. Tree. I don't know if these are both exactly the same, or if they put two different ones together. About to find out here. Hold on. Yeah, it's packaged pretty well. Whew. Okay. Yeah, looks great. Yes, we got Gambler's Dream on one side, and we have the tree on the other. So I will be very careful and use my fingers so I'm not slicing into canvas. That'll be the worst thing ever. I think I can get scissors at this point and just go directly here. At least get that started. So far, so good. Working my way through. We're getting a lot of popping and snapping. And my studio's already a mess. But here is the results of Gambler's Dream. It is a little blue on the edges. Just keeping this one simple because if I originally had it mirror on the edges and it just looked really weird. So this bird ended up having like 4 legs and it just had some strange stuff going on the edges. I mean, it's fine, but it bothered me, so I tried to keep it a little more simple. So I just have it go off the edge and then there's some blue. So there is Gambler's Dream. Nice backing and You've already seen this one previously, since I have it upside down. 3 of those. So that is it. Hope you got something out of that. Usually talk more about art, or I just wanted to give you a view of what it would be like to receive some prints. I've also decided that I don't know. I don't know that I'm decided. I like the metal prints. They're just a little bit more modern. And then the canvas prints just look like originals. They're a little bit more you just hang them and they're done on both of them. I tried Gelato's framed prints, and I have one of them. I will be selling that at the art fair coming up, but I don't really like the quality of, because they put a plexiglass in there. Someone's probably going to be fine with that. Just didn't feel right to me. The frame is very basic, that's fine, but it just didn't have the quality that I was looking for. Out of all the different options, I still am sticking with the canvas prints and the aluminum prints. They call them aluminum prints. And that is it. Have a creative day. I will see you next time. Give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to see more content, or maybe some rambling that I will be doing about art and different techniques and who knows what, you can come on back. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.